4:10. Roll call.
Commissioner Hoffman,
Here?
Chairman Meyer,
Here.
Commissioner Fiorito.
Here.
Also present, I'm sorry, also
Oh,
present,
I'm
Deputy,
sorry, go ahead.
Deputy Chief Zalaki, Community Liaison Conboy, and Deputy Clerk Schulteis.
I read over the minutes, both special meeting and the special executive meeting minutes. Everything seemed in order to me. I have no corrections.
I
Sharon?
don't either, no.
Joe?
Look good.
Motion to approve as submitted, both items 3A and 3B.
A second?
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 We don't really have a reason to go into closed session, so we will skip to agenda item 6 under old business. Chief?
Old business, about our testing process, we have advertised for, since our list was exhausted, we have advertised for recruiting for new officers. We had posted on the Blue Line and through the iOS services. As of today, we have 50 applicants, but our deadline is March 27th. So we have almost a week left. Our first orientation will be on Saturday, April 8th at 9 in the morning. And then on April 13th at 6:30 p.m. with our written test on April 22nd at 9 in the morning. And it's been advertised on our website and also through the police Blue Line.
9 a.m. and 6 p.m.?
6:30, 9 a.m. on the 8th, 6:30 on the 13th,
6:30.
with the written test April
Is that
22nd.
at MacArthur?
It'll all be at MacArthur, same as what it was exactly almost a year ago.
Now, for some reason, I get iOS alerts when jobs come up, and this one did not come up.
It didn't come up?
I was a little surprised, and that's why I think there's
Okay.
maybe a little bit of more advertising. I'm surprised because it's iOS is the one that sends out the alerts.
Yeah,
But
that
I've
I,
gotten a lot of other suburban police departments, but not that one.
okay. Yeah, we can look into that. I know, talking with them, I know Stephanie's been talking to them, and they say that just job applications all around has been down
Yeah.
for police officers. So I don't think it's just
Well, there's a lot, when you go on the Blue Line, oh my God, there's a lot of departments that
a
are.
lot, and there's a lot of testing. I know we looked,
Yeah,
there was, there's only 2 other towns testing the same as us, way
is
up
good.
north and way
That's
down
good.
south. So we're like the only one in this immediate area that's tested on the
Right.
22nd.
and the other thing is, we're only taking the power test for 6 months. Isn't that gonna kind of cut down on the pool too, you know what I mean, as opposed to other places either? take
That's
it
the
for a
same as what
year?
we had last year.
Well, I know
Yeah.
that's what we
Yeah.
had before, but I'm just saying that anybody has to have a power test since October in order to catch in that area, or catch one really soon.
Yeah.
So, I'm
That's
just.
that, and it, well, we did also open it up to military this time, which we haven't had in the past.
Okay.
You know, before it was always 60 hours, this time we did open it up to anybody that has 2 years military or 180 hours of combat service. So hopefully that'll get some more up too.
Okay. Any new business, Chief?
No new business.
Departmental updates?
Updates, we have our new officer that was, we're going to have a swearing in, Mitch Weber, who was offered the position. He was the Northwestern University officer that you guys gave approval to hire. His swearing in is going to be on Monday, March 27th at 6:30. It'll be his official swearing in. He has been out riding with some officers for the last week and a half now. So his official swearing in will be on the 27th. Other updates, we have Officer Tebow and Bain did an outside assist for the DEA and did a drug sniff and came up with a kilo of heroin and $40,000.
Yeah, I did see that in the newspaper.
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was,
it in
Was
that
nice.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't in our town, it wasn't in Prospect Heights, it was out of the area, but he was requested to come, and it was a good find for K-9 Bane.
So the dog actually found the drugs?
Yeah, he went and sniffed, they had a search warrant and sniffed the house and
Wow.
came up with it. So, that was a nice grab for those guys. Also, over the weekend, we had our St. Patrick's Day step grant that we get for the different holidays. So we had extra officers out there on Friday night, Friday during the morning for seatbelts, Friday night, Saturday night for DUIs, and then on Monday for seatbelt. Our officers wrote a total of 45 tickets in that time period. And we had 21 for seatbelts, a few cell phones, some cannabis, and we had a felony DUI arrest. So that's a lot of tickets within a couple-day period that those guys are out working. So they did a good job.
What constitutes a felony DUI?
Felony DUI is if they've had priors or if they have a suspended or no driver's license and their DUI. I think this one, the guy was suspended driver's license and it turns into a felony. It's either that or he had no DL, I don't remember exactly, but that's constitutes the.
In the days of Uber, or Uber, I should
Right.
say. It's amazing.
So that's all we have for the department updates.
Do we have any correspondence or communications?
No.
Okay. How are we sitting on for the next meeting? Are we gonna need to, when are we gonna need to schedule the
Interview?
testing? Yeah, the
Okay,
interview.
the test is on the 22nd. We get the results back pretty quick. I think we're going to have to move, if we're looking to, well, we're going to have an opening after the end of June. Officer Minier is retiring. I had to reserve an academy slot. I called the state police. They're not offering anything this summer. They said they don't have anything until January, so I got the CELIA, which is a suburban law enforcement out of DuPage County. They're offering, they got to start with the new 14-week program. And I was able to reserve a slot June 26th, so we're going to have to go from, it's going to be,
Well, that's our only avenue, right?
yeah, it's our only avenue.
Short of sending them to Chicago, which we don't.
Yeah,
No.
so
Okay.
most of them are around June, or the academy, so
So if we back up
So
to June 26th?
26th for 14 weeks.
So how many weeks do you have to back up for background check, psych, and all the other steps? before-
That we could probably be a couple weeks. I mean, if we have a couple weeks, we can, because I know when we went with hired Officer Weber, we moved pretty quick on it, and we were able to get the background. And with only one, it's a lot faster. Last time, we had to go with 3, which is a lot of work for the investigators. This time, we're only going to be looking to grab one officer, unless we get some other officers. We have heard that some other officers that are certified may be taking our test. So if they score well, then like Officer Weber, they won't have to go to the academy, they can come right on the street right away.
Okay.
So
What was the
we'll see.
testing date again?
April 22nd. So we're going to have to look to probably be the two weekend power interviews like you guys
Right.
have done in the.
Yeah, probably right
Fast.
in the beginning of May. I would think we're looking at.
And then probably a couple weeks for one officer. Our investigators could probably move along with just one. It doesn't take that long with just one officer.
We'll have our lateral list
Well,
established, or
well,
the
that-
ability to establish.
We will, we're going to see, I know we talked about it, if doing this one first, and then maybe we can do a lateral, start with after these get done, maybe start the lateral list too, which that was the possibility.
Okay. The 26th look good for everybody right now?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
20,
That's the best we can do.
Right, exactly.
And, so that's good.
I can attend.
and hopefully by that time, we got the results back pretty quick last time, so if our test is the 22nd, that's 4 days later.
Week or something.
It's just a Scantron, and they
Right.
got it to me, I could tell them to try to get it by the 26th, and then you can sort it out and schedule
Right.
the interviews for
Okay.
soon after. So that'll work out good, I think.
Yeah. I
Well, same thing. Let's keep in mind, though, if, we'll just need to stay in touch with Steph and Karen if you don't have this stuff ready by the 26th, if we have to cancel that meeting to move it
A day or so.
a day or two or whatever, it would be better than having the
meeting,
meeting and not anything to
absolutely.
do and then waiting a month, you know, there's
Absolutely.
just no point,
Right.
so. Let's see how well, they get back to you on, after the 22nd?
Yeah, because what happens is when we get done with them, I'll probably, remember last year I ran them down there. You know, after I collect them all, I drove down to, it's in Westchester. I can drive down there on Monday morning, give them to them, it's just pretty much a Scantron. It's,
Okay,
I think they just punch it through there, and hopefully by the next day or so, hopefully by the 26th morning, we'd have it.
okay, great.
Yeah, I just can't make the orientation on the 8th.
Me either. I can
I'm
do
gonna
the
be out of town.
13th, but not the.
I can do the 13th, too. Jerry, can you do the 8th?
I'm sure I can do it. Well, I know that I'm in town.
It's a Saturday,
I'm in
right.
town, so I know that, and that's just in the morning, so I mean,
Right.
even if we have plans, I can, I can alter plans to be around at 9 o'clock to do welcome at least.
Mm-hmm.
I have something of interest for all of us.
Okay.
Will Stephanie or Karen check on our stipend checks?
I was going to ask about
I mean, it's not a lot.
It isn't. Right.
Get around to golfing, Jerry?
Well, actually, no, I'm not going to speak right now. After we adjourn, I will let you know. But if you could just check on that for us. I know last year there was some confusion because of being 1099
Right.
and then they said, no,
No,
we don't have
not
to
enough.
because it's not enough
Right.
money. So I don't know if it's in that same, on that same confusion desk or not. But if you could. Other than that, motion to adjourn?
Wait, we got,
Whoop.
Stephanie's got some stuff here.
Oh,
No.
sorry, Stephanie, you got, outreach?
Oh, yes, I just wanted to give you an update on our youth outreach for the summer. We are starting our registration next Friday, and Harper has given us 2 rooms, 2 huge rooms to use, actually. One room is going to be set up for kids that would like to stay and have something to do at the end of spring break if they don't have any plans. We're going to have movies and arts and crafts and food. They can also come in there even while the parents are registering. That way, they don't have to worry about, their kids being right there as they're trying to go through the application and fill it out. And I've also, so we're going to be out on the east side, hitting the east side next week. A couple of the interns that we have are going to help me go out there and talk to the families we had from last year and put up signs. Indian Trails Library already has the pamphlets or the flyers, and so does Harper. So they've been hung up in those 2 locations. The only thing that's changed, well, a few actually things have changed this year. Indian Trail staff advised the computer system was pretty tough for parents to navigate last year. So they asked for regular paper applications, which we put together and added some information that would be good for all of us to have as we're with the kids, allergies and emergency contacts, stuff like that. And our trips are going to be a little bit different. We're trying out some new stuff. We have still one to be determined. I was working with Chicago Fire to see if we could get the kids into one of the games. We are doing Camp Duncan for team building. We're kicking it off with Government Day like we do each year with the bike ride and lunch at the fire department and tours of City Hall and the PD. And Camp Duncan will come after that for team building. I heard that was a huge hit with the kids. And another one we are doing is Science is Fun cruise on Lake Michigan, where they talk about the ecosystems that are different, why you don't put your boat from Lake Michigan into the chain, and why that could be harmful to both bodies of water. They take them through the locks and down the Chicago River. And we're going to get them some Chicago-style pizza, and then they get a tour of Wrigley Field after that.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I want to sign up for that one.
You're welcome to volunteer and be one of the chaperones. I think it's going to be a fun year. We're going to meet in Piper, the park in Piper this year. Instead of having them go to the Indian Trails branch location, just out of safety, a lot of kids we found were walking. And I didn't feel very comfortable with them walking on Milwaukee to get to us. So just a few tweaks and some fun new trips to bring them on. I hope it's going to be a successful year. I think it will be. And yes, if any of you'd like to chaperone, you're welcome to come with us.
That's got to be a full day.
Yeah,
It is.
It'll be our last one. It'll take us into, or we, actually, on the dates that I have on here, we had to switch because of Wrigley's full agenda between private events and concerts and games, where we had to flex the date on that. So that will be actually their last trip in August. Will be Wrigley.
I've talked to people who went on a tour last year, and they said it's actually a very, very good tour.
It is, I've been on it. You get to at least go in the dugout. They won't let you onto the field, but you get to go to the dugout and see the locker room and the press box and,
Went to the ballpark on Sunday, and it is all under construction. Everything.
is it really?
It's- I don't know how they get ready for opening day. They have a lot to do.
They'll manage to pull it off.
They say they got a crew to do it, though.
I mean, you can't walk on Addison, you can't walk on Clark, nothing. There's
Really?
no- You can't even use the sidewalks there, they're gone.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank
Do
you.
we have anything else? Okay, now motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Good.